Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Numerics with Nadia. In today's lesson, we're going to do a quick overview of the greatest common factor, the GCF, and the least common multiple. Now, we might have touched on these topics in a few other videos, but I wanted to do a video dedicated exclusively to these two topics so you guys can get a little refresher. So in our lesson, we're first going to define what the greatest common factor is. It could be a review for some of you. Then we will move on to defining the least common multiple. And as always, we're going to end off with some practice, finding the greatest common factor and the least common multiple of a set of numbers. So first off, what is the greatest common factor? The definition of the greatest common factor is the largest number that is a factor of two or more numbers. So there's another definition in here within the word greatest common factor that I quickly want to go over as well. So we'll make a little note of this. Common factors are numbers that you can multiply together to produce another number. So basically, the greatest common factor is numbers that you would multiply together, right? That's what a factor is. The largest one would be our greatest common factor. So now that we have the definition in words, let's also take a quick look at an example. So the example we have here is simply 2 times 3 equals 6. So just to go over what factors are, 2 and 3 are factors of 6, right? And which one is greater? 3 is obviously greater. Normally, if you're finding the greatest common factor, you're finding it between two separate numbers, so there wouldn't be a greatest common factor in this example. But just to go over what factors are, 2 and 3 would be factors of 6. So the important terms here are GCF, the shorthand for greatest common factor, as well as common factor. So now that we've gone through and reviewed greatest common factor, let's get into the least common multiple, the LCM. What is the least common multiple? It is the smallest value divisible by two or more numbers. Now, this definition might not make a lot of sense, so let's go through a few examples to be able to show this definition a little bit better. So in our example here, let's say that we are looking for the least common multiple of 3 and 12. The strategy I use is to write out the multiples of each number separately, and then we will look for the least common multiple. So the multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12, and so on. Just to go over the multiples, we know 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 4 is 12, right? That's where all those numbers are coming from. If we look at our 12, we know 12 times 1 is 12, and that would be in common. That is the least common multiple. So now that we've demonstrated and defined what the least common multiple is as well, we will get into our practice section for today. Feel free to go back and rewatch this video or write down the definitions in your notebook prior to this practice section. But this practice section should help make sense of everything and make sense of all the definitions and terms we've gone over. So for the first part of our practice section, we're going to be focusing on greatest common factor, and the directions say to find the GCF of the following numbers. So for number 1, we are going to be finding the greatest common factor between 32 and 48. So my strategy here is that I'm going to write out all of the factors of 32 and 48 and try to find the largest one that is the same or that is common between the two numbers. So 32, we know that breaks down into 32 times 1, 16 times 2, 8 times 4, and so on. For 48, we know that breaks down into 48 times 1, 24 times 2, 16 times 3, and 8 times 6. If we look here, we have two sets of common factors. They both share an 8 and they both share a 16. But since we're looking for our greatest common factor, the greatest common factor between 32 and 48 would be 16. So 16 is our GCF, 16 is our answer for number 1, and now we will move on to number 2. For number 2, we are finding the greatest common factor between 49 and 21. So I always start off with the smaller number. For 21, we know it breaks out into 21 times 1 and 7 times 3. And then for 49, we know it breaks down into 49 times 1 and 7 times 7. So the common factor here between the 21 and the 49 is 7. There's only one pair. So since there's only one, that would be the greatest common factor. So our answer for number 2 would be that the GCF is 7. So now that we've gone through part 1 of our practice section, we've done a few examples on how to find the greatest common factor. Let's get into part 2. For part 2, we're going to be finding the least common multiple of a set of numbers. So as the directions say, they say to find the least common multiple of the numbers below. So for number 1, we have 18 and 30. So our strategy here, the same way that we went over it when we defined what a least common multiple was, is we're going to write out the multiples of both numbers, and then we're going to see what multiples they have in common, and we are looking for the one with the least value. So if we go through 18 right now and you write down some of the multiples, we would have 18 times 1 gives us 18, 18 times 2 is 36, 18 times 3 is 54, 18 times 4 is 72, 18 times 5 is 90, 18 times 6 is 108, and 18 times 7 is 126. We'll stop here for now. We'll see if we have anything in common. If we need to go out further, we can, but in this case, we won't have to. The multiples of 30 are a little bit easier to see. They would be 30, 60, 90, 120, and 150. Now, if we look and we compare here, we're going to see what multiples do they have in common. The 90 is what they both share, right? And the 90 is the least common multiple here because it is the multiple that they both have in common and it has the least value. So for number 1, our LCM would be 90. And now we will move on to number 2. For number 2, we will be finding the least common multiple between 10 and 12. So writing out the multiples for both of these will be much easier than writing out the multiples of 18, right? For 10, we would just have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And for 12, we would have 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, and so on. So at this point, although we've only gone out just a few multiples for each, we are already spotting a common multiple of 60. So 60 would be our least common multiple and our answer for number 2. And that wraps up our lesson for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it was a shorter one, but these topics are very important foundational topics. So feel free to rewatch it if you need the extra review. Feel free to comment any questions you have down below, whether it's on this topic or any other topic you might have questions on. Feel free to like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already, share this video with a friend, and I will see you guys next time.